What if I told you there's a way to sense what's going on inside people without them saying a single word? This isn't about fortune-telling, stage tricks, or anything supernatural. It's something far deeper, a trained awareness to notice the signals human behavior constantly gives away. Imagine walking into a room full of people and, within seconds, recognizing who is calm, who is hiding insecurities, who masks their feelings with laughter, and who quietly carries the weight of the world. This ability isn't reserved for a select few. It's ancient knowledge that anyone can cultivate. Today we'll explore this skill together, and you may discover that you already possess part of it. You've just never fully developed it. Before we dive into practical steps, it's important to understand that words are only the surface of what someone communicates. The body, gestures, breathing, and even silence speak far more truthfully. Those who learn to look beyond the obvious discover that every pause in a sentence, every averted glance, every shift in tone is like a window opening into the mind. Think, for example, of a friend who notices you're not okay even when you say, "I'm fine." This perception comes from genuine attention, listening with your eyes, your heart, and with more than just your ears. Here's a secret. When you choose to truly listen without rushing to respond, people naturally reveal themselves. In the space of silence, truth begins to surface, like calm waters reflecting the depths of a lake. From this point, the inner world of others becomes visible. If this resonates with you so far, take a moment to subscribe to the channel. But don't stop there. Leave a comment describing a feeling, intuition, or moment when you noticed what someone was feeling without them saying a word. Let's turn this space into a real exchange of experiences. A common mistake when trying to understand others is believing this skill exists just to expose weaknesses or protect ourselves. But interpreting another's signals goes far beyond that. It's not about pointing out flaws. It's about understanding hidden struggles. Every reaction, even the harshest, stems from an unseen story. A sharp tone may conceal fragility, overconfidence may hide fear, and even indifference can be a disguised plea for help. When you learn to see behind the masks, you realize you're not facing enemies or obstacles, but human beings navigating inner battles that often mirror your own. Imagine a stranger crossing your path and suddenly lashing out. The instinct is to retaliate, but if you pause and ask, what might be going on inside them? You change the entire interaction. Instead of conflict, you open the possibility to see beyond the surface. Often those who shout are simply trying to quiet a void they cannot bear. This is where empathy becomes essential. Empathy doesn't mean agreeing with everything or accepting injustice. It means recognizing that every action comes from a context. Instead of seeing a hardened face, you begin to see the storms behind it. This vision transforms relationships, dissolves resentment, and places us in a position of real strength. Understanding others shields us from being easily shaken. Remember, no closed book can be read through judgment alone. Every rushed judgment closes the door to connection, while opening space for understanding invites the other's heart to open as well. This is the first step, not just in reading others, but in decoding the invisible flow that moves life itself. To truly grasp the human mind, we must recognize that beneath all external differences lie universal forces driving everyone. The desire to belong, fear of loss, need for security, and search for meaning accompany both the everyday worker and those in positions of authority. Viewed this way, human complexity stops seeming chaotic and begins forming repeatable patterns. Those who study themselves inevitably discover that others are not so different after all. Consider a leader who projects confidence in public but privately doubts themselves, or someone who seems indifferent to affection yet longs deeply to be loved. When we recognize these hidden movements, we see not just actions but unspoken needs, each behavior a clue guiding us toward the soul. This is where Stoic mantras can deepen perception. Silently repeating phrases of wisdom sharpens the mind, helping cut through illusions and gain clarity. Try leaving a mantra in the comments that resonates with you, such as, "What belongs to others does not define me," or, "In calm, I find strength." Sharing a mantra isn't just participation, it reinforces within yourself what the video awakens. When you share a mantra that matters to you, you also offer a gift to those who read it. Often, the words that emerge from your heart are exactly what someone else needed at that moment. This transforms a virtual space into a circle of real exchange, where everyone learns together. Observing human nature, practicing inner silence, and reinforcing the mind with wisdom not only allows you to read others, but also to understand yourself. Seeing beyond others' masks is also the act of removing your own. There's a quiet secret in learning to observe others. The deeper you delve into their essence, the more you see reflections of yourself. Every gesture, reaction, and silence you notice outside also reveals something within. Irritation in someone may echo your own impatience. Fear behind arrogance may mirror insecurities you've faced. Reading others is not just a skill for the outside world. It's a mirror guiding you towards self-awareness. Once you understand this, life becomes less a battle of resistance and more a practice of comprehension. Words weigh less, glances speak louder, and even the absence of gestures becomes a message. You begin to see that everyone, regardless of role or history, shares the same vulnerability of existence. This realization doesn't diminish anyone. It brings people closer. At this point, a choice emerges. Use this understanding to manipulate or to build. The path of wisdom always lies in the latter. Understanding without judgment opens space to guide, inspire, and forgive. True power is not in unmasking, but in seeing clearly and acting from that clarity. If you've stayed with this video until now, it means something here resonated with you. I want to thank you for your time and attention. Take a moment to subscribe to the channel and continue this journey with us. Beyond that, share a story in the comments. A time when you noticed more than what was said, or something you learned from observing another's silence. These stories strengthen our community, creating a space where everyone can learn from each other's experience. Remember, understanding others is a gift. Understanding yourself is freedom. When you unite both, you discover the true art of living in harmony with the world and your own mind.